sitting here in Jean Lapin waiting for our lunch to arrive. And after we have lunch, we're going to go into Cannes and interview our colleagues.
I decided to come to the Cannes Film Festival first because I had never had the invitation or opportunity, or no one had just ever walked up and said, let's go to the Cannes Film Festival.
Why did I want to come? Well, I'm interested in going into filmmaking, so I figured this would be an experience that I would enjoy at the least. I mean, it's the world famous Cannes Film Festival.
It's something that's always fascinated me, and there's been so many amazing films that have come out of this festival that I wanted to be able to come here and experience it firsthand.
Well, it's a fantastic, unique experience that can't be had anywhere else.
Well, Cannes Film Festival might best be described as one of those 7 wonders of the world.
It's the best in cinema. It's a great French Riviera town.
And I didn't really understand until I got here the gravity of it, how big it was, and how much fun I would actually have. I just kind of wanted to come and be able to experience something big in the film world and just be able to have that opportunity. And then now that I'm here, I'm getting the real, impression of what it is.
Got the nightlife extraordinaire, and it's crazy.
You might have the Super Bowl, you might have the Oscars, you could have the Grammys, you could have the World Series, you could have the Queen, hosting a marriage, and then you have the Cannes Film Festival.
There's no other film festival like this in the world.
Boy, most memorable moment of the festival. What did Brogan do that I would say was his most memorable thing?
Free movie on the beach. One night we got to see Neil Young, who we all loved. The next night, we all huddled under blankets with a bottle of wine and watched Ziggy Stardust star David Bowie. We just had the times of our life.
It was probably going to the premiere of Agora, being able to dress up in the tux and experience walking on the red carpet and seeing it in the Grand Lumiere Theater. It was incredible. And actually, I got to sit in the orchestra in the same row as the actors were sitting. Just I was on the right and they were in the middle section. But we were very close to them, and being able to see Rachel Weisz so close was just amazing. And just being in that experience, it was incredible.
Well, I am a huge Twilight fan, so seeing Robert Pattinson 10 feet away, as well as Joss Stone, who's obviously a musical artist who I've worked with before in the past. It was quite an experience, and again, the energy level there was just something that I've never seen before.
I'm a star golfer. I'm a star, someone that's impressed. And what I see about Cannes is that everybody's a star in their own right here. They are all talented people. And it's just not the Brad Pitts or the Quentin Tarantinos. These are extremely bright and creative people that come here. And they're all full of life.
A favorite movie, I'd have to say Inglourious Basterds, Quentin Tarantino's film.
And why?
I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. So being able to see that and actually attend the premiere was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Well, it's a little costume shop that you recommended for me to recommend a tuxedo. And my tuxedo, of course, is in Customs in Marseille. I don't know if I mentioned that. It was supposed to arrive here a week ago tomorrow, and it's still, I guess, inching its way through the system. But I had to rent a tuxedo to go on the red carpet because they won't let you in without black tie. And you took me to this costume shop that I think also doubled as a sex shop. We gotta call it as it is. I mean, there were all sorts of objects in there that I couldn't describe or use, but they were noteworthy. But they were very nice and helpful, and they hooked me up with a tuxedo. They didn't really have a dressing room, but they had a part of a sheet that was covering up part of my body, and the female attendant didn't seem to mind, and I didn't really care. So she hooked me up with a good tuxedo. And, that was pretty memorable.
My most memorable moment is probably going to be tonight, being able to go to the Sharon Stone and Far Gala. Very excited about that. Bill Clinton is going to be there. It's honoring him, and being able to go with all the stars and get dressed up and go with my dad. It's going to be an experience.
Only a few hundred people get invited to it, so it's far exceeded my expectations.
It's definitely very hectic and hard to get around if you don't know what you're doing, but other than once you figure out the ropes, it's the experience of a lifetime. I mean, you get to see films from all around the world.
It's almost being on the cutting edge.
Understanding the film world a little bit more now, experience actually seeing the screenings and hear people talking about buying and selling films. Just sitting at the pavilion, you can overhear people making business deals.
For a movie buff like myself, to be able to come and see not only small films, short films, but to go to a premiere like Agora, just gives you an experience that no one else can provide.
I don't know, just the atmosphere here is just incredible to soak up. The city of Cannes is beautiful, the weather, the scenery, and then being able to see all these different films and see them like the way they were intended.
The movie stars, to be able to walk along the red carpet, and it's almost as though you're living in their shoes. It was definitely quite an experience and one I'll remember for a long time.
Have I been changed? I think I have been. I think I've learned to roll with punches more and to go for gusto.
Remember, sleep is overrated. You really don't need that much of it. You can always catch up when you get home.
Go for the gold, so to speak.
I'd always go back and put it in the top 3 of travels I've ever done.
That's excellent. That's a good wrap. That's a good wrap.